Hey gorgeous people, let's get right into it. So I am on my way to Tucson, Arizona for work, and before we get into the fun stuff, I wanted to take some time for my first time travelers to give you the full airport experience, because when I did my sip and chat with Nate, I realized I had more knowledge to share about what that experience is like, because I understand it can be a little bit overwhelming if you've never been in the airport and you're not quite sure like where to go or what to do. So we're going to take it from the very first step. As you can see, I'm still outside. I just got dropped off, and we're going to go into the doors. They do have like the airlines above the door numbers to let you know which door you should get dropped off at for your particular airline. That way you're closer to your check-in counter. So as you can see, JetBlue and Southwest is door 4. I'm actually at door 5, and that is United. But because Cleveland Hopkins Airport is pretty small, it kind of doesn't matter which door you enter. It's just a short walk to the next check-in counter. So we're gonna go inside here. And there are a few different ways that you can check into your flight. The first one is the airline provider will send you an email 24 hours before your flight, so you can check in on the app, or you can check in on your mobile device. Second option is to check in at the check-in counter here, and then that way you will be able to have the gate agents print off your boarding passes and your luggage tags. The last option is the kiosks. I've made it to the kiosk. I'm going to go ahead and check in again. Even though I've already checked in on the app, it doesn't hurt it. And this is going to allow me to check in my bag. You just select how many bags you have. It can be 1, it can be 5, whatever the count is, it doesn't matter. Go ahead and hit continue. This advises you if the bag is over 50 pounds, you'll select yes, and then they will tell you the additional fee you have to pay for the overweight bag. If you don't have a credit card, you can definitely click that option, and then the gate agent behind the kiosk will be able to assist you. I've got checked in. We got paper boarding passes and then my luggage tag number for my check bag. United's kiosks is right at their check-in counter, so you can immediately have assistance versus having to do the kiosk, and if something happens then you have to go to the counter anyway. So that's pretty neat that they have them just right there. They weigh your bag, double check the weight. For major airlines such as United, American, and Delta, weight limit bags are maxed out at 50 pounds. If they are over 50 pounds, then you will have to pay an additional fee. Budget airlines such as Spirit, Frontier, those 2 airlines I know for sure, their baggage fees or their baggage limit is 40 pounds. Definitely always double check your carriers or your airline providers to see how much their weight limits are. So now we're going to head over to TSA and go through security, and then I'll see y'all on the other side. Going through security, you only need 2 things, which is your ID. It can be driver's license or a passport, and you need to show your boarding pass. That way they can check that and let you through security. I made it on the other side of security. When you go through security, you have to take off your shoes, take your laptops, your iPads out of your book bags and put them in the bin. Take off your coats, take off your hat preferably, and nothing in your pockets. So I try not to wear like belts and stuff. I just be prepared to maybe not have on so many particles that you actually have to take off, just because it makes the process a little bit longer. So now we're going to go find our gate, and I'll show you all the food options. I personally don't like buying food in the airport just because it's so expensive. So as you also noticed, whatever door you enter, it kind of helps you with a easier process of going from outside the airport to right there at the check-in counter that you need to be in, also to the security gates that you need to go through. Like I said, Cleveland Airport is not that large, so everything is literally a straight shot. But if you are flying out of a larger airport such as Atlanta or JFK's airport, or even Miami, those airports are drastically large, so make sure you enter into the correct door is definitely key. I wanted to kind of go over the boarding pass just so you all are fully aware. Gate is showing C-17, which is where you will board the plane at. It shows you that boarding will start at 6:55, boarding ends at 7:15. Those are very important because you do not want to miss your boarding time. It shows you your seat number, which is 28F, and that I'm in a window seat. And then it also provides me my group number for boarding, which is boarding group 3. All right, so I have made it to the gate. I know I said like I don't normally buy airport food, which I don't, but this mango passion fruit from Starbucks is so good, and I had a gift card, y'all, so technically I didn't pay for it but I did bring my own snacks, so we're gonna eat this before we get on the plane. We'll be good to go. I wanted to show you all the app just because there's so much information in here. If you click on the in-flight entertainment, it'll show you can buy Wi-Fi, you can use any of the messagings, you can watch TV and movies and play games all while flying in the air because they do have Wi-Fi aboard. Next, you can also go ahead and use an airport map. If you're looking for something in particular, just select the airport that you're in. The next option that you have is being able to check your flight status. This gives you a ton of information that may not always be necessary. Coming from a flight attendant background, this is sometimes very helpful for myself. This just allows me to be able to see if the plane has landed at the location that I'm flying out of. If not, if it's delayed or has arrived early. This flight came in from Chicago last night and actually arrived 16 minutes early, so there shouldn't have been any delays as far as my flight going out today. So now I'm just gonna chill in the gate until it's time for me to board. I'll show y'all the boarding experience a little bit. They will call your boarding group, whether it's a number or a letter. All right, gorgeous people, so we are now walking down the jet bridge. We're checked in and ready to head off to Chicago, so I'll see y'all when I land. This was a pretty full flight. If these people's bags couldn't fit in the overhead bin space, a flight attendant would have given them the option to gate check their luggage, meaning that they could have either checked it all the way to their final destination, and for me that would have been Tucson, Arizona, or they could have gate checked it and picked it up once they arrived at their layover. For me, that would have been Chicago, and then you would have just picked it up right on the jet bridge. And that is free of charge with United. All right, so I just made it to Chicago, just landed. I do have a layover, it's about maybe less than an hour, which is pretty much just enough time to go to the restroom, grab a snack if you want, and then head to your next gate. I do want to say, quick note, if you do have a layover, just go straight to your gate. You do not have to go collect any luggage or anything like that. And I only say that because I took a family trip a while back, and as we were laying over, we had two family members that got separated as we were walking to the next gate, and they actually ended up leaving the airport, and by the time we called them to see where they were at, they were headed towards baggage claim. So needless to say, they missed the flight, unfortunately, and had to stay and catch the next flight out, which wasn't until the next day. So just remember, you do not have to go grab your luggage or anything like that. The baggage handlers will go ahead and get your luggage off the plane you just got off and transfer it to the next flight, and your luggage will be sent to your final destination. So before I head to my next gate, I'm actually gonna head over and get some Garrett's popcorn because it's my favorite. I know one would say that you can just order it online, but don't judge me. I only eat it when I'm in person. And then you may ask me, how do I know where Garrett's popcorn is in this airport? And you can just log onto the United app. They have the airport maps in there, so you can pick your airport that you're in. I'm in Chicago O'Hara's airport, so I'm going to select that option, and then I'm going to search for the popcorn shop and then it will give me directions as to how to get there. So I'm gonna head over there, and then I'm gonna head to my gate because I don't really have that much time. So I got my popcorn. So excited. So now I'm headed back to my gate, which is like B20, and I'm at around B8. So it's not that far. So I'm really happy that the popcorn place was in the same terminal that I'm currently in. Otherwise, it would have been a long journey. And I didn't have that much time. Like I said, I had about 58 minutes, I think, for a layover. And which is not much time at all, because technically boarding starts about 40 minutes, give or take, before your next flight takes off. So not much time at all. I'm going to go find my coworkers. So as soon as I got to the gate, they was already boarding it. I'm telling y'all, y'all don't have much time when you have a short layover. To get access to the movies and TV shows, you just need to click on your Wi-Fi button on your phone. It will take you to a screen asking you to select the United.com Wi-Fi. Just click around in there. I'm sorry, I forgot to take screenshots of that part, but it will take you to this screen, and then you'll be able to access all of the TV shows, the movies, and it even has a kid option. All right, gorgeous people, so I have landed in Tucson. Now it's time for me to go get my luggage. You can find out what carousel your luggage will be at if you either listen to the flight attendant and they let you know the baggage claim number, or you can also ask the gate agent, and that is the person that's directly at the gate after you get off the plane. Or you can check the app and they will tell you where your baggage claim number is, or what your baggage claim number is. And if all of that fails, once we get down here to baggage claim, you'll be able to check to see what your baggage claim number is from there. There'll be screens down there for you all to check, and I'll show you that once we get down there. Alright, suitcase in hand. Now it's time to go get the rental car and find something to eat because I'm starving. We got a nice room, little mountain view, shopping plaza, really spacious. King bed, TV, refrigerator that doesn't seem to be working, little couch, closet with a safe ironing board, bathroom, your basic shower, all right, so I've got checked into the hotel. The lobby was nice. They seem to have a lot of stuff on the second floor, so I'll probably check that out a little later. My room is nice king bed, really spacious, have everything in here that you possibly could need for a quick trip. Well, I don't know if you want to call it a quick trip. I'll be here to Thursday. But now I'm about to freshen up, go find some food. So I'll show y'all if we have something great. I'll show y'all that. But if it's something quick, we're gonna skip on that. And then it's time for me to go to work. It has been such a long day. I hope this video was really helpful for my first time travelers, because I understand that it can be a little bit overwhelming to go into the airport for the first time, flying by yourself and just trying to figure out your way through the airport. So hope this helped. Make sure y'all check out my sip and chat video that I did with Nate, where we also talked about first time travelers and stuff like that. So that link will be above. And then I'll check in with y'all soon.